Hello, I'm Joe Sneaker, and I live in the metaverse. So I get to ride these motorcycles, stuff like that.
All right, here I am. I just want to let y'all know about this video. Everybody's worrying about AI taking their jobs. Technology does have a way of taking over. We horses had our day. Here's the story. And roll that footage.
Having fun with history. I'm Sophia, and to my left is Marcus. This is our show where we poke fun at history. With the rise in AI and the controversy around it, let's see if history is repeating itself. The automobile was a very prominent invention. We know its effects in today's world. But what type of pushback was done to discourage people from owning one? Stay tuned and we'll find out.
Early automakers aimed their pitches directly at horse owners and carriage drivers, framing horses as costly, smelly, and obsolete.
They said we were costly. You know, we gotta eat. You gotta eat. Everything on the planet gotta eat. Gotta eat. Smelly. I don't smell it. No, I don't smell nothing they talking about. We gonna let the story go on. I ain't, they accusing right now. They just accusing.
Dispense with a horse, the very first national magazine automobile ad, placed by Winton Motor Carriage in Scientific American in 1898, carried the bold header, "Dispense with a horse and save the expense, care and anxiety of keeping it."
This day in automotive history. Cost of idleness. Car ads pointed out that a motor carriage cost nothing to feed while sitting in the barn, whereas horses ate oats, needed shoeing, and required vet care whether you rode them or not.
In automotive history. Cleanliness. Automakers leaned heavily into city sanitation issues, promising a cleaner, odorless, manure-free alternative to horse-drawn transport.
By the late 1890s, New York City was hosting over 100,000 horses. Together, they generated roughly 2.5 million pounds of manure and 60,000 gallons of urine on city streets every single day. Vacant lots held manure piles 4 to 5 stories tall, attracting billions of flies and creating a major public health crisis.
The horse industry claps back. Horse dealers, harness makers, and carriage builders didn't take the threat lying down. They ran counter-advertisements and public arguments focusing on practicality, financial wisdom, and emotion. The depreciation and repair trap. Famous anti-car ads, such as Ed Klein's 1915 horse versus automobile campaign, urged buyers to calculate real costs. They argued that a horse retained its resale value over years, whereas an automobile was an expensive contraption that depreciated rapidly while demanding costly tires and constant repair.
All-weather reliability. Ads touted that horses could easily navigate deep mud, heavy snow, and unpaved rutted trails where early cars constantly got stuck. A common jab was that a horse's carburetor never breaks down.
Dismissed as a fad, in the early 1900s, horse trade associations ran editorials and ads dismissing the car as a passing toy for the wealthy. They claimed loud engines and smelly fumes would soon wear the tender nerves of society to a frazzle, driving people back to reliable carriage teams.
Ghosts of DC. Safety and animal intelligence. Horse defenders emphasized that a horse possessed living instincts. It wouldn't drive into a ditch, explode, or snap your wrist with a kickback crank starter, and it could safely guide its sleeping driver home.
Thank you for tuning today. I don't know Marcus, but it was brutal in the day. As we all know, the automobile won that race.
I drove a lot of sleepy drivers home. Okay. Anyway, it is what it is. AI, it is what it is. It's coming, it's here. That's all I gotta say. You gotta work it out.